Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Ginevra and I'm making this video in English because I decided to answer to the questions of the exchange student tag. I don't know if it's a thing or not because I have never seen any video about it. I just remember that I found these questions on a blog last year, maybe, I don't remember. And I wanted to answer to them, but I've never done it. So I decided to do it right now. Even if I'm back to my home country, I'm not in my host country anymore. If you want to answer to these questions too, I'll leave them in the description box so you can just copy them and answer to them as well. You can maybe tag me in your video so I can see it too. And let's start with my video. Okay, the first question is, what's your name, age, nationality and company? Okay, my name is Ginevra. My age is 18, I'm almost 19, but last year when I was on my exchange year, I was actually 17, 18. I'm from Italy. The company I left with is You Abroad, which is an Italian company, but my American partner was called CIEE, which is pretty famous, probably all of you know it. Where are you living your exchange year? I've lived in Amarillo, Texas, which is... wait. Alright, you can see it here. I've lived here, where the heart is, and it's called Amarillo, Texas. It's not a big city at all. I didn't live exactly in the city center, but I lived in a little suburb that was like 5-10 minutes of car apart from the city, which was called Bushland. And if you know the Route 66, which most of you probably know, Bushland, Texas is really close to the Cadillac Ranch. I'll put you a picture somewhere. Okay, why did you decide to be an exchange student? There are people that decide to be exchange students very early, if I can say that. I didn't know anything about this exchange thing until I think my 10th grade, but I'm not sure. And I've always loved to speak English and I've always wanted to learn the language. And since I'm not good with grades, 7th grade, I've been to England several times by myself, with the EF, to learn English actually. I've loved doing that experience. I only stayed like 2 or 3 weeks in the summer, but I was very young. I was with a bunch of people that were my age from all around the world, and I realized that I really loved that situation. I loved being around people that had a different culture and that had a lot to teach me. So I wanted to do something similar to that. And I've always been really fascinated by the American culture, the American school. I've always loved watching American movies where I could see American teenagers, the cheerleaders, the football games, and I've always wanted to be a part of that. So as soon as I heard about this opportunity, I immediately wanted to try it, and I didn't have any doubt or anything because I've always been very determined. What do you think when you first stepped out of the plane? Okay, I don't actually remember because I took 3 planes to go to America. The first one was to go to New York to the CIE orientation. After that, I took another plane to go from New York to Houston, Texas. And from Houston, I took my last plane to Amarillo. The only thing I remember is that I was very tired, so I slept on all the flight. As soon as I stepped out of that plane, the only thing I wanted was to go home and sleep. What is the greatest thing you have tasted so far? I've actually tasted everything I could taste. So, since I lived in Texas, I used to eat a lot of Mexican food, of course, so I really loved Mexican food. I still love Mexican food, and I keep making it here in Italy. Another thing that I really liked were Pop-Tarts or like American cookies. I don't have a great memory, so I don't know. How do you like the school in your host country? I loved school in my host country. I think it was so fun. I think it's a pleasure going to school there. Here, I never want to go to school because it's boring. We just study and study. While there, I was very excited like every single day to go to school, because even if it was very long, because it lasted from 8 to 3 p.m. and then I had to train because I was in cross country and track and field, so every day we trained about 1 or 2 hours, so usually I got home around 5. Yes, it was tiring, but it was very fun. We used to do a lot of activities, you know, those American things like homecoming, the snow week, or I don't know, there are a lot. I don't know, you have the time to relax and to have fun. How do people dress in your host country? It depends, because you know, Americans don't really cure their look. They go to school in leggings, they go to school in Crocs. I only use these to stay in home, and I actually hate them. They seriously go to school in Crocs, and I used to go to school in sandals, flip-flops, Crocs, usually with socks. That was even more disgusting. They often have athletic clothes. They don't really cure their look, but there are also poor people, especially girls, that are really into fashion, so they follow the fashion trends, so they're always very stylish, let's say that. If your exchange year so far was a song, what would it be? Okay, I don't know. Since I graduated, I can just say that the song of my exchange year was my graduation song. It's called The Verge by Halsey, and here it is. Last question. How do you imagine the day you're going back? Well, I've already gone back, so I can just tell you to go watch my video I made for my going back thing, but I actually didn't go back the day I left my host family, because since as I told you, I was here, my parents came to me to visit me, and I've made a video of my parents coming to Texas. And then I left Texas, and I've stayed like 3 weeks on Route 66, even if I also went outside the route, because I've been here, which is the Monument Valley. I've been to Las Vegas, which wasn't on the route. I've been to the Death Valley, and I've been to San Francisco. And I made some videos that you can watch if you're interested in it. I'll leave them in the description box for you. And this was the exchange student tag. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up and leave a comment down below just telling me whatever you would like to do. And yeah, if you're new, please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos about my experience, and I don't know what else. So yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.